Shrinks in the house. Hope you all had a great weekend. Once again, thanks for the support, watching the channel, and the little things that you do for me. Sending those odd donations, the likes, the subscriptions. I try to do the best I can with what I got, and it's not always easy when, again, nothing's provided. I create it from the heart and just my own experience. So the title says it. So this is going to be another bomb that I'm going to drop. My pet peeves with you, and you know who and what you are. Now that's a trick, because I'm not one that likes to come on here and center people out unless I feel it's needed. Maybe I feel that I'm speaking for many people that don't have the courage to do it. But I just thought a pet peeve list would be really, really good. I don't see that getting talked about. Just the little things that can bother us when we've been in this hobby for a long time. And like I say, like the taste for the signature can change, the taste for all kinds of things can change. Aesthetic, just certain things that used to bother you about your room, or there's so many things that change over the years. Well, they have for me. I'll speak for myself. The first thing that I've noticed that bothers me now more than it ever has are LED lights. Okay? When I first started, I wanted to have all the displays and the red lights and the blue lights and the white lights and all that stuff in my room. Now I despise it. Like I don't even want one light on in my listening space. And unfortunately there is one. I'll even go to the lengths of putting a little piece of tape over it. Because I don't know, to me, it makes it look cheap. I know you may not agree, but I don't want it. I don't want any of the lights. And for the most part, my room, the only thing lit up down there is the heagle. And that's okay. Everyone wants to know that their equipment's on and stuff like that. But, it's just something that's kind of evolved over the years where I just want it all blacked out. I don't want any lights on in the room. I don't know why it is. It's just weird. I'm weird. But anyways, just a sec here. Yeah, there's a few, right? I mean, and then here another thing that I hate, people listing things for sale. And they don't put a price and they don't put pictures. Well, for me, I think pictures speak 1,000 words. It helps promote the sale. It helps. Or no price. So they think a bidding war is going to happen for their products. It's just stupid. And then what? The word rare. I see it so much. Rare could just be that no one wants it, or no one is just doesn't exist on the used market because it's not popular enough or no one wants it. There are the odd pieces that are rare, but I see the word used too much in the listings. Giant killer, there's another one, man. That's just such a joke, that word. I hear it all the time, especially on some of these forums where the people own the $100 amps. And there's another thing I just despise. I'll say it again, man. You guys that are on these measurement forums and stuff like that, please don't criticize people that may have even more experience than you and have a deeper pocketbook. They have a better career than you. They can afford nicer equipment, okay? I'm sorry to break it to you, but it exists. Your $100 amp is exactly that, a $100 amp. I've had them, guys, and I'll always say it. The topping, I've had the chip amps. They're really, really, really good for the price. Okay, when I put it up against something that costs a lot more, the thing that I notice the most that's missing is the weight, the effortless weight to the music, and that costs money. It costs money because it has to do with power supplies a lot of the time, right? And that's the heartbeat of a good design is always the power supply, and that's why the Inuit streamers stand above, because of the Sean Jacobs internal power supply. You can hear it and feel it, guys. So, I mean, it's just a minor video here of some pet peeves. Another thing is just the redundant reviewers on YouTube. I don't understand how they can feel deep inside, like they're doing anything of real substance, like coming from their own heart. You know what I mean? They're just doing it for views. So if you're gonna go buy that, to make your purchases, I say you're making a big mistake. You got to go on this venture on your own to learn it. Sure, if you want to watch these guys for entertainment and all that stuff, that's fine. But as I say, the used market is going to bring you to the promised land. It's going to teach you. It's going to give you the experience you need to not make mistakes as much when you're trying to build a system, right? So even my suggestions, you can take them with a grain of salt, but I seem to be knocking it out of the park with a couple of these components that I've owned for years and actually still own. The people that have gone out and got those pieces have actually come back to thank me, and are actually as blown away as I told them they would be. So when that happens, I feel like I've really done a service here. Like, it's priceless. You can't even put a price to that kind of help, right? But like I say, there's a new flavor on the block almost every day, and you have to be very, very careful. You want to let the market speak. You want to see what happens on the used market, right? When all this hype comes out, the market will speak. All of a sudden, it's flooded with them, right? Because people didn't take their time, especially in the streamer division. I'm sorry, it's one of the hardest products to bring to market, so you got to be careful here. All right? Now, it's just another pet peeve, And then, closed minds. That's another thing. These guys that just, theirs is the best and that's all there is to it, and there's nothing better out there. I know what I have here is great, but that's great for me. And what I try to convey is that this may solve the problem for some people out there, the Belcanto E1X. Pet peeves. Okay, everyone that thinks the heavy-duty aluminum remotes are king, well, I say they're not. I got one for the E1X. It's still in the box here. And the reason why I prefer the well-built plastic ones is because they can survive a drop without permanent damage. And when I mean permanent damage, if you have a hardwood floor and you drop one of those heavy duty, whatever, some of them even have upcharges of 500, you drop it once, you're more than likely going to put a dent in it. And then you got they get dented. They get dented. Plastic ones I've seen, they just bounce off the floor, man. So I got two remotes here. It came with the basic, which I love, and the tactile buttons on it are really good. Got the Belcanto, and then they got the heavy-duty ball bearing solid chunk remote. Don't even use it. So again, guys, that took me years to just realize, wait a minute, I don't even like these remotes. I don't want these heavy-duty remotes. Yeah, it makes you feel better when you get it, when you're spending that kind of money, but it does not make something worth less just because it doesn't come with a solid big billet remote that in my opinion is useless. I like lighter weight stuff because there's going to come a day, and that's a promise, you're going to drop something. You're going to drop a record. You may even drop a record weight. That's why I don't use those either. It just takes one and your condition goes from a 10 to an 8. So I just like lightweight. As long as it's well made, it's going to last forever, or for a very, very long time, guys. And you don't have to pay $500 to replace it if there's an issue. So that's the pet peeve again. Oh, it doesn't come with a solid billet remote. Well, it doesn't need to. I could go on and on and on, but I'd like to see on the comments, what are your guys's? Because there's lots. If you've been on this journey for a ton of time, I'll do another one. Components that are just too deep. They don't need to be 17, 18 inches deep. I'm sorry, man. I've already got into the behemoth giant power amps and stuff like that. I've gone on a crossroads from those types of designs. Don't want them anymore. The future's offering too much high cutting edge technology and lightweight, beautiful Class D amplifiers. For me, that's the path I'm on. I've already been down that road and I'm done with it. You may still be on it, but don't be biased. Don't judge me because I'm here, because I like it here and you like it there, whatever. I don't want those big things. To me, I don't feel a component a maximum should be 15 deep. That's just the way it is. I mean, space is at a premium, especially for new homeowners that are buying condos and stuff like that, man. Smaller the better, small format. That's what I believe in now. And I've always loved it, actually. I love the small devices that bring huge value, you know. I could keep going on and on. I just don't write things down. But I'd like to see your guys' pet peeves. Maybe I'm a pet peeve. That's fine. Anyway, like and subscribe. You know, and the donations, they warm my heart, guys. $2. The super thanks is there. It's there for a reason. If you want to show the love, that's how you do it. And I'll keep doing what I do. So thanks so much. Like and subscribe.